Yo, what's up everyone? It's your boy CrispPurpose back at it again with another Gems of War video for you guys. So we got a new sneak peek on Guild Wars, baby. So I'm on the Gems of War website here, and we're gonna be taking a look on exactly what is upcoming for Guild Wars, man. Guild Wars! Let's take a look at it here. Hello, adventurers. We have a little more info for you on our upcoming Guild Wars feature. Work is continuing here, and we're on track to have it in our next update. Today we're going to briefly look at 3 things: when Guild Wars will happen, choosing your keep, and setting defense teams. When it's all about flexibility. This time around, we've built Guild Wars with more flexibility in mind. Previously, Guild Wars was a whole week event that was in rotation every month or so. It ran alongside another event, although initially it ran in place of one. All that kind of left poor Guild Wars in an in-between state. Was it a real event or wasn't it? This time around, we set up Guild Wars with an set up Guild Wars as an independent entity. It can run for one day, 2 days, right up to 10 days if we want. It can also begin on any day of the week. The flexibility will allow us to tune the frequency of Guild Wars to how you, the player, would like it. Now that right there is pretty interesting, right? Guild Wars now is going to be a little bit different. They're going to start it off in a little bit more flexible way, as they're saying here. Let's continue reading though. Initially, we're going to replace arena weekends, running a 4 days Guild Wars event from Thursday to Sunday. Once we've had a chance to see how it's working, we look at mixing that up. Ooh, so that's not bad, man. Getting arena the hell out of here. That is not bad. I'm actually looking forward to Guild Wars coming back and getting the arena weekend the hell out of here. 4 days from Thursday to Sunday. Not bad at all. It's concerning though. 1 day Guild Wars? Guild Wars on only 1 day? Ooh, that sounds crazy. I wouldn't want to see that. What if I don't have time to participate in Guild Wars on that 1 day? That right there is a little bit weird. All right. But this down here, replacing arena, that sounds really, really good. It says to support this flexibility, the Guild Wars button has a new location in the guild menu. Okay, so there it is. The new Guild Wars button is gonna be down here. Things look a little bit different. I like the structure. I really like the structure of this. Now let's take a look at this section here. Choosing a keep. Just like before, Guild Wars are not compulsory. If you choose for your guild to opt out and not play, no drama. Though you might miss out on some good rewards. So Guild Wars not compulsory. You can choose for your guild to opt out. That's pretty good. Choosing for your guild to opt out sounds pretty good. That's for guild leaders, I think. I think that's what it says in the next page here. Below, below we have a screenshot of the setup menu where the guild leader can choose a keep and or opt out of Guild Wars before the event begins. This can be locked in up to 2 days before Guild Wars begins. After that, the keep is locked in for the entire event and everyone gets to set up their defense teams. Okay, let's take a look here at the bottom. So right there we have the Guild Wars admin. You're going to be able to choose a map for yourself. So for example, right here we have a Palace of Ice as the background for the map. And then right there at the bottom, we have Guild Wars participation. We can tick here. Yep, we're going to participate. So I think that a lot of guilds now are going to vote internally to be like, okay, this week, I don't think we should participate. We don't have enough members to participate in Guild Wars, and be like, okay, we're not gonna. But I genuinely think that the rewards might be a little bit better. They mention it here that if you choose to opt out right there, you might miss out on some good rewards. And that is something you have to keep in mind if you're gonna opt out of participation. This over here though, where it says the Guardian of Ice, this drew my attention. Defense ability, freeze all enemies. What in tarnations? What in the hell are you talking about? Freeze all enemies as an ability in Guild Wars? So the guild setting their defense, you'll be able to freeze everyone? Enemy team all frozen? That's kind of broken. That's kind of broken, as well as creating 3 freeze gems. Now, this is interesting, man. I would love to see exactly what happens with these type of defense teams. That sounds problematic as hell. An automatic freeze, that means that you have to come into Guild Wars with all of your troops just like impervious. That's the only way you're going to survive. It's even worse if you have like a curse. Let's not get ahead of myself here. I'm seeing some very interesting things for Guild Wars defense if this is possible right here on the left. All right, so let's move on to this final section here, setting defense teams. Once the keep is locked in, players have up to 1 hour before Guild Wars starts to choose a location in the keep and set their defenders. Each keep has a colored restriction in the final location, the palace, worth the most points. It also has a unique set of troop type restrictions in the 9 other locations. Attackers will all enter through the gate, but after that, they may choose a path towards the palace. Attackers are rewarded for each full set of buildings they defeat. Buildings. Full set of buildings. It's a weird way of saying it. So spreading out your strongest defenders can be a good idea. Interesting, the devs giving us ideas on defense teams. All right, below we have a screenshot of the setup menu. You can see dots indicating how many defenders are in each location. In a perfect scenario, with 30 members, each location has 3 people in it. Okay, attackers will fight a defender chosen at random. If there are no defenders in a location, then the attacker will get a slightly easier PvE. What is PvE? I don't know what it is. PvE battle versus the Keep Guardian. More on him next time. You're holding out on us, devs. You're holding. What is a PvE battle? Maybe it's player versus enemy or whatever it is. Sounds interesting here. That's all for today. Next time we'll take a deep dive into the scoring mechanics. Okay, so that's the basics of it. So for example, it says at the top that the dots indicate what? Restriction, unique. Spread out. All right, so we have the hours, restriction, unique set of troops. Right here, this is what I wanted to check out. Below we have a screenshot of the setup. You can see dots indicating how many defenders are in each location. Okay, so I wonder as you defeat these defenders, there wouldn't be any there, right? If you defeat them, one goes away, or it just will show this is the entire amount of players in the guild. This is actually pretty interesting. So players are going to start from here. You have to start from here, and then you go as you see fit to get to the palace. The palace will have the most fights. I'm actually liking the design of picking your own background here. Hopefully they give us a lot of different variety with this, but I'm thinking most likely only going to give us 6 of the different backgrounds. These backgrounds look pretty cool. I love the look of this. I like the fact that these are indicated here. So as you can see, these restrictions are kind of booty cheeks, right? Restrictions like Fae, restrictions like Rogue, restrictions like War Gear. I'm going to avoid those like the plague. Oh my God. Night restriction isn't that bad, but wow. Giant restriction is going to be crazy. Undead restriction, I'm thinking Ossifer. And then the blue. So it seems like the color restriction is going to be the main one at the end, and everything else is going to be based on the typing. So here, this is where this is going to be really bad, right? Imagine you as a player, you don't have certain troops. You don't have certain troops for the rogue restriction. You don't have the Stellarix. I don't even know if they're gonna put her in this restriction. If this is the same as PvP that we're saying, basically it's the same as PvP. This is gonna be so problematic, man. The options here to opt out and stuff like that, I'm really liking. Some guilds are definitely gonna opt out of Guild Wars and not participate. Some are going to participate because I'm sure that the devs are going to make sure that the rewards are very good to encourage players to participate. This right here seems like it's going to be crazy. Some of these battles are going to be so hard. I know it, they're going to be so hard. Oh, wow. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think about this, man. Are you guys planning on being full participants in this Guild Wars? Or are you going to be like, this is going to be a nightmare. I'm going to avoid it. Let me know in the comment section. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.